Hi everyone, this is Pam here from Crafty Kiwi Mama. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm making 4 card designs with 1 stamp set. The stamp set that I'm going to use today is called Hammie, Coffee and Tea. I have stamped all the images that I want on a piece of white cardstock. I've colored the images off screen as I'm not very good in coloring. I left some of the cups and mugs uncolored as I have not decided what colors to use yet for my cards. This is card number 1. This is a very simple but adorable card. We will need a card base, 1 blue cardstock with scallop border, another white cardstock that is a bit smaller than the blue cardstock, an image, and the sentiment that I'll be using is the bean thinking about you. Let's stamp the sentiment on the smallest white cardstock using my stamping tool. I really like the stamping tool. I think it is a very good investment, and I think everyone should just get one. After stamping the sentiments, I will put the stamping tool away, and now it is time to assemble the card. I start with the blue cardstock, then adhere the blue cardstock to the card base, then I adhere the smaller white cardstock to the top of the blue cardstock, leaving the scallop border showing on the front of the card. For the hamster, I use a foam tape to pop it up to give some dimension. Now I can call card number 1 complete. Let's move on to card number 2. I'm using 2 images this time, and the sentiment that I'll be using is bean oolong. I also use some twine to decorate this card. First, I use the twine to make a circle. This will be the background of the hamsters. I adhere the twine to a white cardstock. Then I have another twine to wrap around the card 2 times. I use some tape to make sure the twine will not move around. Off screen, I've stamped the sentiment on the cardstock. Then I use some foam tape to give dimension to the 2 hamsters and the card. I'm using the craft color cardstock as the base to match the color of the twine. Now I can call card number 2 complete. For card number 3, I have used the embossing powder to heat set the sentiment out of a black cardstock. I take out my stamping tool again, then I apply my DIY anti-static powder onto the black cardstock. I use the embossing ink to apply onto the stamp. Then I use the white embossing powder to sprinkle on the stamp sentiment. Tap any extra from the cardstock, put the leftover embossing powder back to the container before using the heat gun to heat set it. I then cut the black stripe out using my paper cutter. Off screen, I have used the polka dot background to cut out 2 red cardstocks and 1 white cardstock. I glue all the cardstocks together with the white one on the very top. So if you look at the card from the side, you can see the red background. I then decorate the card with the black stripe of sentiment and the hamster image. The red cup matches the color of the red cardstock. Again, I assemble the card off screen so that I'm not wasting too much of your time. Here is the completed card number 3. For card number 4, I also decorate the inside of the card. This is a card for my daughter who turns 11 years old. Let me show you quickly how I make this card. For the outside of the card, I use the craft color as card base. I use the thick Stripe-Tastic diagonal edge for the bottom of the card. Then I add some dimension using the red craft foam. The color of the mug where the hamster slips in is the same ink color that I use for the diagonal stem. I add the Z stem on the card. Now the outside of the card is done. Even if I leave the card without decorating, the inside looks very cute too. Now let's move on to the inside of the card. This is the template that I use to add the stair-step pop-up element inside the card. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this template. The middle line is the center of the card. When you put the template and the card side by side, you will understand how it works. I score the blue lines and cut the red lines. So I'm not going to do anything to the card base because by cutting and scoring the lines, I will destroy the outside of the card. So I'm adding a white cardstock inside the card. I already have all the images and letters cut out and ready to be used. Off screen, I draw score, and cut the lines according to the template. You can see a pop-up stair element. I know I want to add here the word happy birthday on the stair step. I haven't decided the placement of the hamsters yet. So I add here the happy birthday first, and then I apply glossy accent on the letters. The glossy accent makes the letters look like puffy stickers. Then I add here all the hamsters as well as the cupcake with the 2 candles. I put 2 candles because it is my daughter's 11 years old birthday. I use foam square to pop up the cupcake, fussy cut one of the hamsters and adhere it behind the cupcake. I adhere the inside white card to the craft color card, and here comes a completed birthday card for my daughter. Let me show you all the 4 cards. Let me show you all the 4 cards that I have made today. Please leave me a comment which card you like the best. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoy it and hope to see you next time. Have a great one.